Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pivy Does It All. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth, start-to-finish makeup tutorial where I describe exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'll also be talking about products that I really like and things that I prefer the way that they look. There's no right way or wrong way to do makeup. Um, so I just want to start out by saying that. Um, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit more subdued. Maybe I'll show how to turn it into a nighttime look, but um, I want something that everyone can do. So I'm going to take off my glasses. And now I can't see anything. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that type of visually impaired. So first is skin. I like to start with skin instead of eyes. Some people are different and like to do eyes first and then skin. Now, there are two primers that I really like using. One is the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and this is not greasy. Both of the primers I use are not greasy. They are good for drier skin. I also use the Smashbox Photo Finish Super Light Smooth and Blur. So it just depends on how I'm feeling on what makeup primer I use. So today I'm going to use the Smashbox just because I have more of it. Um, I don't prefer silicone-based primers. I find that the makeup kind of slips right off my face. And for the amount, I do maybe like 2 peas worth. Anywhere you're going to put makeup, you want to put primer. So you want to put it on your neck in upward motions. I'm supposed to use just upward motions on my face, but I just am too lazy, honestly. Make sure you get it on your nose, around your piercings, if you have a lot of piercings like myself. Next, I'm going to use some foundation. So lately I've been using this Lancome Skin Feels Good. Basically, it's a BB cream. It's a tinted moisturizer, but I, depending on what I want, I'll either want a full coverage look. If I want a full coverage look, I'll use my Hourglass Vanish Sticks. And I'm in the color Porcelain. So I'll either use a stick foundation like this, which has a lot of coverage, or I'll use something that has a little lighter coverage. And I don't, because I am transitioning, I don't wear a lot of makeup lately. I'm going to wet my sponge. This is going to help it not absorb the liquid foundation that I'm about to put on my face. Basically, you want to saturate your sponge, makeup sponge. Hi, welcome in. I'm doing an in-depth makeup tutorial. Feel free to chit chat with me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I would love to answer them because I want this to be very educational. So I'm going to squirt some on the back of my hand. I also have a palette that I have from Morphe, but it's dirty and I'm always too lazy to clean it, so it just kind of stays back there. And but if you want to be extra sanitary about it, like if I was doing someone else's makeup, I would use that. So I'm going to use the butt of the blender, the flat side, to kind of start applying foundation all over. No, I could teach you how to super highlight and super contour and all that today, but I find that that's just not really wearable, and I don't really like that look. So I'm not going to do that today. Um, and you want to pat instead of like rubbing. You might see me kind of like gently, kind of going in like a um, slightly brushy manner. Um, but I just like that to blend. Make sure you get everywhere, including your little nose. And to be honest, hey Michelle, how are you? Hey again. I know I was just on. Want to do something a little bit different because people requested that I do a makeup tutorial, and I wanted to. I aim to please, so I'm doing this despite the dysphoria that sometimes wearing makeup can cause me. Kelly's Crochet Adventures. Hey there, I'm getting ready to have lunch/dinner with my hubby. Oh, that sounds so fun, Kelly. And good. And my kiddo is watching your videos. Oh, thank you. Everyone's saying hey to each other in the chat. Love it. Love it. No, you want to keep in mind if a foundation is going to oxidize on your skin. I found that a lot of lighter foundations and a lot of darker foundations will oxidize and turn more orange throughout the day. So you want to kind of give it a test drive. This is why getting makeup done at like Sephora or Ulta is a great idea. Um, hey James, welcome in. Um, because you want to make sure it doesn't oxidize. Like really, really light shades, and then anything that's kind of like more orange base, they can oxidize really, really bad. And you don't want to sit there looking like an Oompa Loompa if that's not your color. So I'm just gently dragging it down my neck. I just want a little color on my neck. I don't like to have a lot of foundation on my neck. I feel like there's um, no need, but whatever you do, wherever you're working to, definitely apply it there. So they freaked out when they saw Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy music as a music in one of your older videos too. The three favorite groups. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Panic and Fall Out Boy. So yes, those videos will definitely never be monetized, but maybe my videos never will be. Who knows? So I'm gonna I apply a lot of powder. The drier your skin, the less powder you want to apply. The other group is AFI. Yeah, I never really got into them as much. But I apply a lot of powder where I get really oily. Hey, Zach, welcome in. Where I get really oily and I kind of bake it in there. And what this is doing is it's kind of locking in your foundation. And notice how I didn't put any concealer on? That's just personal preference because I'm like in between shades right now. But if you're going to put concealer on, you would want to put it on before your powder. And I apply my concealer in a very specific way. I don't apply it all over. I just apply it where I need it because I think that the big highlight contour craze is a little bit too much. It's not wearable, and I don't really like that. So I want something that I can wear to the office and not look like a crazy person. I'll also go down here, and this kind of will help that contour when we put it there be nice and bright, beautiful. Not the contour, but it'll keep your jawline nice and bright and beautiful, which I guess is the goal, as I've decided. And I can really oily on my chin. So there's some places that I don't apply powder at all. Those are my really dry places. So like right here and on my upper lip, here, I don't really apply any powder. There's a fly that won't leave you alone. Well, shoo fly, don't bother him. That's what you have to say. Now, if you were trying to go somewhere and look beautiful and look stunning and have really gorgeous makeup and clothing, I would suggest wearing something that you don't care about to put this makeup on, because powder will fall on your clothes and you don't want to be wearing your beautiful black dress or black outfit and or any color really, and have a bunch of powder on it and look like you've been doing some things that you haven't been doing. So I leave the powder on while I do my eyebrows. Now they're mostly done, to be honest. I just keep my eyebrows on for as long as I can. When I wash my face, I wash around my eyebrows because sometimes I'm too lazy to do them. So what I'm doing is first, well, let me show you what I would normally do. So I'm gonna take my mirror and I'm gonna come up real close. So here's my eyebrow. I'm gonna brush out any excess powder that's in my eyebrow. If your eyebrows are shaped, this is a lot easier. If your eyebrows are not shaped, then boy is this harder. But I'm gonna take my color, and you want to start lighter than you expect. Because if you go darker, then you will potentially look crazy. So I'm going to draw a line on the bottom of my brow, straight brow, from the beginning of my eyebrow to my arch. And it's going to be a straight line, just like that. Then I'm going to look at the tail of my eyebrow, and I'm going to draw a straight line on the bottom of my brow down like that. I'm going to go above my arch and draw right where that hair starts, and draw a little triangle where that other line ended. Oh my gosh, yay, I'm glad. So now that you have that, really we're just going to blend a lot. So you don't need a whole lot of product on your brush. You're going to take I like using an angled brush like this. This is from Morphe. This is the, I don't know. It's an angled brush. You can get one from e.l.f. e.l.f. has really great products and they're very cheap. So you're going to take that line that you made and you're just going to blend up into the rest of your eyebrow. You're going to blend that little triangle in, all with what was left on your brush. Now, it might look a little too severe at first, so I apply dark color to my brows because I have dark hair, one, and two, I feel like it makes me look more masculine, which I really like. But you will probably apply something lighter. And I'm talking to the general you because no matter what your skin tone, I probably apply a darker product than you. So I just take the brush end of this, and this is a great job at, does a great job at blending and lightening your brow. See how big of a difference that made? So it made me looking crazy to looking a little bit more normal. And you can also rub it at the beginning. The beginning of the brow is the hardest part to make look natural. So try to keep the color light there and then brush through. And that is very helpful. So, yay, no cavities! Congratulations, Zach. That is great. So, you guys are going to tell me what I need to do. So, what's the first step of eyebrows? Do I put the line on the bottom or the top? It's okay to be wrong. There's no pressure, literally no pressure at all. We're going to put the line on the bottom. Excellent, Zach. You did a great job. So line on the bottom. We're going to line the bottom and we're going to go straight line to the arch. Then we're going to go from the arch straight line to the end of the eyebrow. Then we're going to go above the arch and make that little triangle. And then we're just going to start blending in with whatever we have left. Start lifting that color up. Forgot and guessed, but you did a great job. We're going to blend up. And see, this one's not as dark as the other one, but it's darker than the other one. So we're going to take that spoolie. This is called a spoolie, by the way. You can get them individually or you can get them on the end of a brush. And we're going to go through and just lighten up our brows. Make sure that beginning doesn't look too crazy. And there you go. My eyebrows are naturally very thin. If your eyebrows are thicker, or you want to make your eyebrows appear thicker, then you can go ahead and draw a line on the top, and you want that line to be parallel to the line that you drew on the bottom. So for me, because I like to have thick brows, I often will do this additional step. So no need for most people to do it. I will just take and you want it to be parallel because you want that brow to be nice and straight. And then I just continue to kind of work on that line until I'm satisfied with how thick my eyebrows look. See, they look quite a bit thicker, right? And that's just from drawing a line on top and blending it out. So if you want to keep your eyebrows looking kind of thinner, on the thinner side, or just kind of on the more manicured side, I suggest doing the bottom of the main part of the brow. So now I'm going to sweep away a lot of this excess powder that I have on because it's done its job in absorbing the excess oil on my face. So I'm going to sweep away my forehead I'm going to sweep away my nose because my nose also gets dry. I'm not going to sweep away underneath my eyes, but I am going to sweep away underneath my, where my contour is going to be placed. Because my eyes, I want that to catch any fallout that comes down from my eyes. So one thing I didn't show you guys is how I apply highlighter. So highlighter is very personal, and I apply it differently based on the shape of the face. So we always think about, for women, the ideal face shape is oval. Now, I have a very round face, so I don't want to highlight anything over here and make my face look more wide. I want to make my face look more narrow. So what I'll do, and I'm not going to actually apply it, but I apply my concealer before my powder like this. And then I just blend up and down, and that pulls focus into the face. If your face is very triangular, this works really well. Just don't go down as far as someone whose face is round. Just kind of boop, go right here, and it pulls focus into that. So always think about that's your goal, and because you don't need all of that concealer and contour to really make your face shape shine. It's just about what looks good to you, and two, what your face shape is. Not everyone's concealer and contour routine is going to look the same. So speaking of contour, I'm going to contour my face. So I use Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It is very light, and I'm blinding you guys. And I use this Morphe M448 brush. This brush is awesome. This brush is awesome. And so I like to contour with powders. And so they say if you suck in your cheeks, it should tell you where to contour. I disagree. I think for me, at least, if I do that, my contour is really, really low, and it makes my face look more round and just bigger. So I actually place my contour above where my cheeks naturally want to be contoured. And I'm kind of making a small triangle shape on my face, with the darkest part being back here towards my hairline, and the lightest part being where the contour ends up here. So that's why this brush is so good at blending, or that's why it's so good, because it blends really, really well, really nicely. I feel like no matter if you are wearing normal makeup, or if you're doing like cosplay and you have to contour in a different color, there's some things that I feel like contouring that will help with contouring. So here's that little triangle again. It's kind of a triangle, and then I kind of round out that that longest line of it. It's a right angle. So just kind of gently go in like that. I'm going to contour underneath my chin. Kind of make a nice little V. Gently do some underneath the jawline, because I don't have much of one to begin with. So it will look crazy if I don't blend this out right. Blend it down the neck. And then for women, I just like to, if you have a larger forehead, you're going to want to apply more and you're going to want to apply it further down. If you have a small forehead like I do, just a little bit of color makes your contour look more realistic. So it's really just about adding that color. And I find that even when you're doing cosplay and things like that, if you have that kind of slight halo of that other color, because you can contour with like blue, but if you put some blue around your forehead, it looks much better than if you just have like blue lines here and you don't have any blue anywhere else. Then it just looks like you just put blue lines there. But even with the powder, you can kind of see that difference that it made in my face shape. With contour powder, I tend to go with something that's a lighter, that's a more pressed powder than something that's very loose. I've tried like looser packed powders and they tend to be like, and then you have to blend until like using an eyeshadow is really challenging to use. So using something made for contouring is really nice. NYX used to have this really nice color for really fair people, but unfortunately they do not have that anymore. I'm not bitter at all. So my back is like killing me. Sorry, I'm just stretching. Okay. So next we're gonna do eyes. And I always want to have an eye primer. NYX has a really great one called the HD eye primer. It's really good. It's really affordable. I'm using one by P. Louise. It's a little bit more expensive, but I have oily lids. Oh, I'm sorry about your arm, Zach. How was the shot itself? Was the shot not too bad? So this one's kind of creamy, but it dries down really nice. And it comes in different colors too. So if you're the kind of person who likes to wear a lot of bright colors, like it comes in white. If you're the kind of person who wants something that looks more natural, they have something closer to your skin tone, which is really, really great that they have so many options for skin tones. I think they have 6 different options for eyeshadow bases. I might be wrong. Yeah, I didn't feel the shot itself, but yeah, my arm was sore. Both my arms were sore, which was really weird. The second shot for me was a lot worse. I had that kind of like flu-like symptoms. Some people can just put on the eyeshadow and it won't crease and it looks fine. But even those people, I suggest using an eye primer because what an eye primer will do is help make shadows more vibrant. It will help your makeup last longer and it just evens out the eyelid because some people have hyperpigmentation or you can see their veins if they're really fair. Anything like that, it kind of evens out the canvas that you're working with. So I'm going to do something pretty neutral to begin with. Let me see what palette I want to use. Okay. Yeah, yeah, they made me sit there for 15 minutes too. So first, I like to start with my crease color. So my crease color is a medium tone color that is a little bit darker than my skin tone. This is going to be just a really neutral eye makeup tutorial. We'll go crazier in future makeup tutorials, but it's always going to be the same mapping. Even if you go with crazy bright blues and greens and pinks and purples and whatever, you can do this makeup look with a bunch of different colors. So you want to start with your crease color. I'm going to get mine on a fluffy brush and start applying it. So most makeup we want to kind of pull focus outside into like a cat eye look. That's the general idea for most makeup looks. But if your eyes are really far apart, then try doing the darkest color in the center. So the darker the color, the more pulled out it looks. So it's always darkest when you first put the color down, and then it'll lighten up. I'm using windshield wiper motions. And then I'm going to go in and dip in one more time, and I'm just going to focus on that outer third to make it a little bit darker. Because I took a lot of that color and I put it everywhere else. So now you can see that maybe you can see, I know I can see, that it's darker here than it is, in here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Windshield wiper motions. And don't start too high. It's really tempting to start really high, and then you have like no space for your yeah, I totally understand that. No, if I didn't have my phone, I would have died. But experiment with brushes, experiment with different left your phone in the car. Oh no. Experiment with different fluffy brushes for the crease, experiment with different packing brushes for the lid, experiment with different brushes, just period. And you'll find things you like better than others. And just like I said in the beginning, there's no right way to do makeup. Okay, so now we're going to take a slightly darker shade. Oh, thank goodness for your brother getting his also. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think this is darker. And I'm just going to gently go over that darkest part that I want out here. Hi, Nausea. Nausea. Am I saying that correctly? I don't want to say your name wrong. I am terrible at pronouncing names. Welcome in. I'm just doing a simple makeup look. Oh, that's so sweet. Even if you don't remember Zach, it's all good. Just it's cool. I just appreciate you even asking, and it's all good. So now I'm gonna get a color that is a similar color to my skin tone, just a little bit lighter. I'm going to take the same brush, but you can take a different brush if you want to be more precise with it. I like everything to be really blended, so I'm going to use this blending brush for everything, pretty much. And I'm going to go right underneath my brow, and it's just going to lighten up the whole look a little bit, especially if you went a little bit too far with the especially if you went a little bit too far with the other color. So see, it's really, really hard to get an idea of what I'm doing here. But that's okay. We'll figure it out together, right? And Zach, if you could, this would be a huge favor for me. Mention that I'm having a mention that I am having a GoFundMe fundraiser for the Trevor Project. You can get the link in the description below, and that would be super helpful if you could promote that. Honestly, I'd rather that be promoted than my own channel. I just want to raise as much money for the Trevor Project as possible. So, if you could promote that, I would really appreciate it. If you can't or you don't remember, that's fine. It's totally fine. Now I'm going to take a shimmery color and I'm going to take it on my finger. And I like taking, I'll try my best to remember. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm going to take a shimmery color. I'm taking this shimmer color. It's pretty close to my skin tone, but a champagne-y color, anything like that, works really well. And then I'm going to take my finger and apply that to the inner 2/3 of my eyelid. Just the lid. I'm not going to go into the crease. And that just creates this beautiful kind of brightening look. Can you guys? It's called the Trevor Project. Yes, yes, it is. So a lot of shimmer eyeshadows these days are best applied with the finger. It's just the formulation lately of how a lot of shimmer projects have been created. So now that I have that, usually this is where I would apply eyeliner, but I want to show you guys how you could make this look go to nighttime very easily. So if instead of applying that color to the inner 2/3 of your lid, you wanted to apply any bright color, you could apply any bright color to that and it would still work. You can also apply straight glitter. So like one of these three. ColourPop has a lot of really great pressed glitters to the lid. So I'm going to apply this color called Hungry Ghost to my lid just to show you. And the best way to get glitter off is to use a little piece of Scotch tape and just keep using new pieces of Scotch tape to get the glitter off. And it comes off really, really well. Don't wash your face and expect the glitter to come off. It will be there forever. I know from personal experience. I'm just patting the glitter down. I'm not applying a lot. It doesn't need a lot. It's a very pigmented, I guess it's not really pigment, it's just glitter. So now you guys can see the glitter. See how some of the glitter fell down into that powder? When I brush my face, that powder is going to take that glitter away, in theory. Maybe not today. Usually it does. Usually it does a better job catching it. Big fluffy brush, and I kind of beat it against my hand to get the excess off. Okay, next we're going to apply liner. Now there's liquid liner, there's pencil liner, there's pen liner, there's gel liner. So it's really about whatever makes you feel happy. I'm going to use this Haus Laboratories pen liner. And because I find that it goes over really well over glitter. Gel liner kind of moves glitter around. So I'm gonna try to move the camera where you guys can see. So I start in the middle. And then I kind of flick out and I go at the angle that my lower lash line goes. If you're new at liner, always do less of a wing than you think you need. You can always add more. You can't take it away as easily. And then you want the inner, so it's a pretty even line from the middle to the end of the eye. And we want it to be pretty thin to the inner corner. So just take your time. I always blank and ruin it. So that's how I do my eyeliner. And I'm going to try to match the other side, which is kind of witchcraft. It's challenging, so don't be so hard on yourself if it doesn't turn out great. or I should say perfect. We strive for greatness. We accept distant cousins. Oh my god, I slipped. 2 weeks until your birthday. What are you gonna do for your birthday? So they ended up pretty even. The glitter also makes it harder to make them like perfectly even, so don't be too hard on yourself because you will go crazy trying to make them perfectly even. And then I'm going to put some black pencil liner in my waterline. What I do for this is I will take the sponge that I used earlier and I press, so I don't pull down on my eyelid because that will that causes saggy under eyes. So what I will do instead is I will push in and it flips your inner waterline out. So see, I'm just pushing in. It's not as scary that way because you're not like right next to your eyeball. You flip that inner eyelid out. So next I'm going to apply some mascara. Make sure to get any clumps off. And apply it parallel to your lashes, or parallel to your eyeball, so that you don't risk poking yourself in the eye, Zach. Okay, next I'm going to apply blush. It's not blush. Where is my blush? So I usually go with an orangey or corally colored blush. I find that those colors tend to look best on me because I'm so yellow toned. This is a little bright, but it'll work for purposes of now I'm smiling, but I'm not only applying it to the apples of my cheeks. I'm also taking it into the contour and just kind of blending all of that together. And good blush will kind of take you from like the land of the dead to the land of the living. It'll make it look like you've got blood flowing to the area. It should be the color that naturally comes up when you blush. A lot of people think that that is pink, but it is less pink than you think. um, so don't go this color, but like pink. Like don't go this color. Go like this color. And a really soft, fluffy brush does a great job at this. Sometimes I like to take my blush up into my temples because, again, it kind of just brings that illusion to life. So now I might go and contour my nose a little bit. I don't go crazy with it. I just take that big fluffy brush and try to straighten out my nose a little bit. My nose is a little crooked because I broke it when I was in high school. And then I also apply it to my nostrils because I feel like they're like stark white at this point. So it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Next is lips. How does it look so far, guys? Does it look okay? Some fake eyelashes would look really great right now, but I'm honestly too lazy and I think that it would cause me immense dysphoria to put fake eyelashes on right now. Because like the fake eyelashes I usually wear for like drag looks are the only ones I have out right now. And they're like not natural. Not natural at all. So this is the look so far. And I'm gonna apply some lipstick. This is the MAC Selena collection because I love Selena. I definitely suggest trying a liquid lipstick if you're planning on being out for a long time or doing a bunch of things. I don't know where my lip liner is. Otherwise, I'd apply some lip liner. I feel like this lip color needs some lip liner. I'm applying a little bit of color. I just applied a little bit of darker color on the outside to give me a more pouty look, and to help the Selena color really shine. So are you Sorry, I was reading text. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I guess the final step would be setting spray, but I don't personally use setting spray that often. But I'll use it for you guys, and just try not to get it in your mascara. I like to fan it dry. I find that it holds a little bit longer. This was great. Really, James? Do you think so? Is this something that you guys would like to see more of? Because I'd be happy to do this for you guys more if this is something that you guys would like. So let me know if the amount of detail I gave was too much, too little, just right. Hey, Granny D, you're coming in right as I'm leaving. Once again, okay, yes, please, doing more makeup tutorials. Do you guys like the glitter? I love the glitter. Oh, I'm just addicted to glitter. But you could easily skip the glitter step, put your eyeliner on, and this would be a perfect daytime professional look. This is what I would go to work in most days. And like if I wanted to wear makeup, I don't always wear makeup to work. How do I always do that? I'm not sure. But oh, my back is killing me. Whew. So this is my makeup look, Granny D. I did a very simple look with my eyes, and then did a little bit of eyeliner and added glitter to show how easy it was to transfer to a nighttime look. You can also add a lot of color if you want to. And then I talked about colors of blush and lips and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you. And thank you very much. Don't forget, everyone, that in the description box below, there is a GoFundMe link for the Trevor Project. And if whoever donates the most by today at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and believe me, that only has to be above $10. So if you donate $11, you'll get 2 entries into the big giveaway, and you'll definitely win. You'll definitely win a prize for entering. So it's worth looking into, and you'll definitely get your money's worth, because I have a lot of Hobby Lobby yarn that I am giving away for this giveaway. So please donate to the Trevor Project. And even if you don't do it through me, it's a great foundation and they do amazing things. So thank you for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you later.